The sales leader for this month is Mito again. Let's all stay focused and keep up the hard work.
I'm Shinya Fuyuki. I'm a 25-year-old sales associate working at the Kyoto Station branch of the major select shop, Nora Rouge. Everyone's met their quotas again this month, and the store's sales are rising. I'd say things are going very well.
Well, I'm number one again this month. Meanwhile, you barely exceeded your quota. Looks like there's a big gap between us now.
His name is Taiga Mito. He's my colleague, and he almost always tops the sales ranking every month. However, his personality is quite problematic, as you can see.
Well, with your unimpressive academic background, it'll be tough for you to follow a career path like mine.
Ah, as expected, Mito. The store's sales are improving too, so let's keep doing our best next month.
Well, that's as long as you don't drag us down, of course. Haha.
Mito, I acknowledge your skills, but you should stop pressuring customers to buy. There was a complaint last month too. You should focus more on building a relationship of trust with the customers.
Huh? Oh, come on. Are you sulking because you lost? That's so lame.
Mito-senpai, why don't you leave it at that?
The one who intervened with a voice like a ringing bell was Rin Kitahara. She's quiet and reliable, and the junior colleague I'm closest with at work. When she first joined, I was her mentor.
I've heard most of the story, but in terms of academic background, you're no different from Shinya-san, are you?
Mito continues to back away as Rin presses on, her words sharp as blades.
Besides, weren't you reprimanded by the manager about your customer service attitude the other day? I don't think you're in a position to worry about others.
Ugh, fine. Kitahara, there's no benefit in associating with that guy, okay?
Mito left the scene glaring at us. Sorry, Rin, I didn't mean to worry you.
Don't worry about it. But Shinya-san, you're too nice.
That's not really my intention, though.
Well, whatever. Anyway, I'm always on your side, Shinya-san.
Rin. I was saved by Rin today. I may not get along with Mito, but I think I'm blessed with good colleagues and customers. Maybe I really can't change Mito after all.
Ciao, my beloved little brother.
Sis, I don't think many people still use that greeting. This is my sister, Mao Fuyuki. She produces the brand Blau Crow, which fuses rock and fashion.
Don't nitpick. Your beautiful sister came to see you. Hurry up and entertain me.
Alright, please come in. So, what brings you here today?
What? Does a big sister need a reason to visit her cute little brother?
You wouldn't just come for that. I know how busy you are, sis. Magazine features, collaborations with popular influencers. The brand is expanding and gaining popularity.
Hey, I have something to discuss with you. Why don't you come work for me? We're opening new stores and are severely understaffed.
So that's what you're here for. It's not that I'm against it. But when I think about the customers and colleagues like Rin I've met at my current store, it's not an easy decision. Besides, I also have a promise with the manager, so let me think it over for a bit.
Ooh, Shinya, you traitor!
Huh? It's not like I need a reason, but my boyfriend ditched me, and even my subordinates won't join me for drinks.
And in the end, I'm a woman who's even abandoned by her only little brother.
I haven't even turned you down yet. I'm seriously considering it.
Really? That's my brother. So reliable. Well then, I'll be going. Good night, my brother.
Sis, it's not even night yet. Before I could stop her, she had run off. Looking back now, it was all an act from the start. She probably got dumped because she's too intense. And her coworkers won't drink with her because her drinking habits are terrible. But still, she's always taken care of me in place of our working parents. I guess I can't complain. So that's the situation. I'm still undecided though. The next day, I talked to the manager about what happened last night.
I see. You did mention before that you wanted to build up your skills here and eventually help your sister with her business. You've done more than enough. You fulfilled your promise to me as well.
Thank you, manager. The manager smiled as if pushing me forward, saying the rest was up to me. Yes, thank you for everything. With the manager and Rin here, I hope you'll continue to visit us.
Huh, are you still trying to butter up the customers even now? Just hurry up and quit, you useless fool.
I decided to leave, saying goodbye to each customer. Naturally, Mito mocked me for doing something pointless. What I didn't expect was for Rin to cry right in front of me. She was never good at expressing her emotions. She used to be bad at customer service and looked gloomy back then. It seems she still appreciates how I helped her back then. I've been saved by Rin in various ways too, though. A little over a month since the career change, I was getting to know the customers and enjoying fulfilling days. If you're looking for a matching set for a couple, this hoodie is a good choice. There's also a black one for your boyfriend. With your height, these pants will look great on you too.
He's amazing! In such a short time, he's finished analyzing our customer base and is perfectly anticipating their needs with tailored suggestions. He's not thinking that much. He just likes it. He enjoys seeing people enjoy fashion. Oh! Shinya, good work.
Thank you, Kikuka-san. She's Kikuka Tojo, a former reader model who gained charismatic popularity in mature Gare fashion magazines. She's also a close friend of my sister from their vocational school days. Together, they launched a brand and now work as models and sales associates.
Are you done for the day? Big Sis will treat you, so let's go for a drink.
But I still have some of my sister's work. I might be able to help with something.
Don't worry about it. Just leave that workaholic alone. Let's go!
Kikuka-san, I haven't even packed my stuff yet. Kikuka wasted no time in pulling me along, wrapping her arm around my neck. There's something about Kikuka-san. She's a woman I can't compete with in a different way from my sister. Kikuka-san brought me to a luxury bar in a Kyoto hotel. Sitting here in such a stylish place with a beautiful former model, I feel so out of place.
Well then, cheers to another day of hard work. Kampai!
Cheers!
So, Shinya, you're not interested in having your own brand? You seem like the dependable type suited for management.
I'm not cut out for it. You need to be someone with nerves of steel like my sister.
That's true about Mao. She needs to get her heart hair lasered off at a salon.
If she did that, who'd be running the business? Haha. What about you, Kikuka-san? Are you interested in management?
I'm not interested either. I like being in the spotlight. And besides, I want to be close to the customers.
Drinking with Kikuka-san is fun. I thought I was pretty much a workaholic, but she's on another level.
Maybe it's the alcohol. I'm getting a little hot.
Yeah. If we keep drinking, it might affect us tomorrow. Maybe it's time to call it a night. Though a bit reluctant to leave, we paid the bill. I insisted on paying for my share, even if it seemed like a childish pride to Kikuka-san. One day after work, Kikuka-san and I were summoned to the back room by my sister.
Okay, listen up. You two know why you're sitting here, right?
We exchanged glances, but we had no clue whatsoever.
Big Sis feels left out because you two have been so close lately. Honestly, I'm lonely.
Her bluntness was so over the top that we were left speechless.
Therefore, I'm going to hold the first Blau Crow Autumn Leaf viewing in Arashiyama. Yay! Clap, 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 hooray! What do you mean, therefore?
Let it go, Kikuka-san. This is just how she is.
The autumn leaves are beautiful. The timing was perfect. Yep, as expected of me. Well, it's true that we were able to come thanks to you. Hey, Shinya, let's take a picture.
The autumn colors of Arashiyama in late November are still in full bloom. They say you can enjoy the scenery until early December. The townscape will become even more beautiful as we approach evening. I'm looking forward to seeing their happy faces.
So, Shinya. What are our plans for later?
Despite organizing the event, my sister left all the planning to me and asked that question. Well, for now, let's take a break somewhere quiet before we continue exploring. Tonight, we'll rest at Murasaki no Yu in the Nakajima district. The view of Arashiyama from there is lovely.
Oh, as expected of my little brother. A classic plan with a good amount of flexibility.
Not sure if that's a compliment or not. Ignoring my response, my sister began whispering something to Kika-san.
I'm creating this opportunity for you. Make sure you don't mess it up. What? You've got to be kidding me.
I couldn't hear what my sister was saying, but they seemed to start arguing about something. I figured she must have said something ridiculous again. Come on, you two, let's get going.
This is exactly the kind of moment you say. I'm glad I was born.
That sounds more like something you'd say after soaking in the hot springs.
But looking at Kyoto with the autumn leaves and the setting sun, I feel the same way too. Don't you think so?
Yes, I do. And I'm glad I could come here with you, Kika-san.
It's getting hot, even though it's almost December. I think I'll go ahead and take a dip in the hot springs.
Kika's body trembled at the voice that suddenly came from behind.
You're so clueless. Oops, sorry. Well then, I'll take my leave. The rest is up to you two young ones.
Sister. Blushing, Kika and I were left embarrassed by my sister's teasing grin. Just then.
Oh well, look who it is. If it isn't the baggage boy, Fuyuki.
I turned sharply toward the familiar voice and saw Taiga Mito grinning at me. Of all the people to run into here.
It's been a while. Did you manage to find a new job? With a lousy education like yours, even in fashion, finding a new gig must have been tough, huh?
Rin started to step forward, but I stopped her with a look, smiling as if to say it was fine. Thanks, Mito. Thanks to you, I found a great place to work. It seemed Mito had just now noticed the two women standing behind me and froze.
Mao, Fuyuki, and Kikuka Tojo? So that means Shinya-san's new workplace is Blau Crow? Correct, my dear. I'm Shinya Senior Kikuka Tojo. And that one over there is our representative and Shinya's sister, Mao Fuyuki. Hey! What do you mean, that one over there? Fuyuki? So that's what it was.
It's not often that I run into both of you in a place like this. Shinya was a former colleague of mine. I taught him everything he knows.
Mito's brazen lies rolled off his tongue so easily that it drained me of any urge to argue back.
Even if you're his family, teaching him must have been exhausting, right? I gave it my all to train him. The natural gap between us. Well, anyway, you ladies can forget about that uneducated fool and hang out with me instead.
Mito reached out to grab my sister's hand. Hey, don't touch her! Mito was startled by my voice and stumbled back. Mito, if you lay a hand on my sister or Kika-san, I won't forgive you.
Well, what's your problem? Some uneducated fool like you is acting all high and mighty.
Shinya's incompetent? You should question your own judgment if you can't see his abilities. That's right. Haven't your store sales increased since Shinya joined?
Yeah, the revenue did go up. That's because of competent salespeople like me.
Laughing loudly, Mito stood up. Rin looked at him in disbelief and spoke up.
Senpai's sales are a result of the trust Shinya-san painstakingly built with customers. What are you talking about?
What do you mean by that, Kitahara? That's just unacceptable.
Senpai only thought about his own benefit, while Shinya-san prioritized customers' benefit above all else.
Rin went on to explain how much I valued helping customers enjoy their clothes. If a new customer came in, I'd stay late to get to know their preferences, even noting down things mentioned in casual conversation. Even if it meant lower profit margins, I'd seek out the items that best suited the customer's requests.
It's because of the trust Shinya-san built that the customers bought even the items Senpai forcefully recommended. How much Shinya-san's present meant to us, the staff and the customers. that you still don't understand. Senpai, you really don't see anything around you, do you? It's about you stop obsessing over your academic complex and start facing reality.
Rin spoke plainly, and Mito grimaced as if in pain. Incidentally, his university and mine both had an average rating of about 50. Mine was just slightly lower.
Shut up! I could have gotten into a national university if things had gone my way. Don't lump me in with them. That's why I'm better, and my sales are proof of my skills. Isn't that right, you guys?
Mito looked at my former coworkers. Since Rin was here, it was clear that this trip was likely a Nora Rouge company trip. It was the same time of year when I used to come on these trips as well.
Even without Fuyuki's help, my top performance remains undisputed. Isn't that right?
No matter how much Mito glared, nobody stood with him in agreement.
Enough! You'll all realize soon that the store's success depends on me.
We watched in silence as Mito angrily stomped off.
I'm speechless with disbelief. Well, let's go to the hot springs and drink some Fukushima sake to change our mood. Shinya-san,
Rin, thank you for saying all that. It meant a lot to know you look up to me.
It's nothing. I just... Oh? Oh my, oh my. This is... I see.
Afterward, I exchanged some light words with Rin and my former coworkers, and we each headed to our respective destinations. Several days later, Mito eagerly headed to the back room after being called by the store manager.
The manager called me in. It must be my promotion. About time. I'm obviously on a different level from everyone else here. I can't stay stuck in this place full of incompetence forever. Excuse me.
Mito, there's something important I need to tell you today.
I already know. Tokyo? Osaka or Nagoya will be fine too.
Hold on, what are you talking about?
What do you mean? My promotion, of course. I'll excel wherever you send me.
That's not it. Why would you think that?
What do you mean? With my results, a promotion should be expected by now, right?
The problem is precisely with your approach. Do you remember being warned about your attitude towards customers before? We received more complaints about your overly aggressive sales tactics.
With all due respect, that's just a part of working in sales. I just had the misfortune of encountering a few difficult customers. You shouldn't criticize a top performer like me over a few minor complaints.
The manager slapped a stack of papers on the desk, and Mito collapsed to the floor, trembling and pale-faced. Most of these complaints were handled by Fuyuki, who calmed the customers down. He's always been too lenient. Well, Kitahara kept a proper record of everything. And the reason I didn't bring this up to you with you more often is because Fuyuki asked me to give you a chance.
What?
It's true he contributed to the store's sales growth, he said, pleading me on your behalf for leniency.
That was about a year ago. I made a deal with the manager.
Even if someone's achieving good sales, having this many complaints is an issue. It's time to do something about it.
Please wait, manager. Let me be the one to talk to him. I want him to understand the importance of earning customers' trust. If he understands that, he could become a great asset to our store.
Alright, I'll leave it to you for now, Fuyuki. Fuyuki did more than enough. But you didn't see anything, did you? Since Fuyuki left, Kitahara and the other staff have been covering for you. But now, without the most trusted and beloved employee, they can't keep protecting you anymore. Mito, how you take this is up to you, but I'm not giving you any more chances.
No way.
Later, the store manager and area manager discussed Mito's case and reported to headquarters.
The only reason it didn't escalate further was thanks to Fuyuki's and the other salespeople's efforts. Aggressive sales tactics can be a criminal offense if they go too far. Do you understand that? It could be considered a violation of the Nuisance Prevention Ordinance, or even intimidation or coercion in some cases.
I'm terribly sorry.
It was fortunate that things didn't reach that point. However, Mito continued to skip work without notice, and eventually he was dismissed.
Shinya-san, good to see you.
Rin, this is a rare surprise. Did you come to shop?
I was in the neighborhood.
As we chatted, I heard about Mito from Ren. It seems his pride made the damage even worse, and he was practically a shell of his former self for a while. So, Mito didn't change, huh?
He was particularly competitive with you, Shinya-san. He probably couldn't bring himself to listen. It's not your fault. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, Kikko-san.
Oh, that's right. I'll be working here starting next week. So please take care of me, Shinya-san, Kikuka-senpai.
What?
What? I scouted her. Oh, I fell in love with her at first sight during the autumn leaf viewing. Oh, I'm straight, by the way. Mao, you...
After casting a glance at my sister, Kikko-san turned her sharp gaze toward Ren.
So, be nice to her, okay, Kikuka?
Ren remains unfazed by Kikko's increasingly intense glare, while Mao can't hold back her laughter. When my sister makes that face, she's definitely up to no good. Still, I'm genuinely happy that Ren will be joining us. My dream is for people all over the world to enjoy fashion. I'm not sure if our paths will lead to the same place, though. But right now, my sister, Kikko-san, and Ren are all on board on this ship together. I couldn't be more excited. Do you too have a dream you're chasing, even if it's still a little hazy? Is there someone you want to share that dream with?
Hello, lovely friends. I love characters like Mao. Just straight, honest, to the point, and you can be as silly as you possibly want to be with them. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, because I really did, and I'll see you next time. Bye!